Okay, so this video is an overview of our Android app, and this is the coach perspective. So first things first, go ahead and open the app, download it, log in, and once you do, you'll see that you'll be on this middle icon called Workout, and this is basically workout entry on the web version. It allows you to select any athlete and view their workout for the day, but also view it for any day. So if you go ahead and choose to scroll back or forth, you can see the workout for the athlete. If you click the calendar tab, you can view any given day and view the workout for that day. And you can also put in data for the athlete as well. So this is exactly like how workout entry works on the web. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use the bottom menu here to show you the different options. If I click the graph icon on the left there, this is basically takes me to the maxes and personal best section. I could use these tabs on the top to go through lifts, speed, agility, quickness, and cardio, circuits, and health, such as body weight. And I could choose an athlete to view their maxes for. So a little tip here, if I click the icon, the eyeball icon, I can filter to only get lifts listed that have a value. So this prevents you from having to scroll through a bunch of lifts that don't have any values for it. And I could click into any one of these and see their graph over time. And I could archive a max, I could set something to be the new max, and I could add some data in here. So if an athlete is just blowing up and their old max is no longer working for them, I could go ahead and add a newer, higher max in here if I want to. All right, and then also I can see if an exercise is linked to another exercise. So for instance, if I search front squat, sometimes front squat is linked to a back squat. And if I see that, it should tell me. And that's a good way to explain to athletes, like if they look at their exercise and it's linked to another exercise, you could say, you're not actually going to set new maxes on front squat. It's actually going to pull from your back squat max, and you could explain to them a little bit about how that works. All right, and then next is this crown icon, which is our leaderboard. And this works like any leaderboard would. You go ahead and select an exercise, and then you can see the leaderboard for it. And if you select an exercise, you could choose some lifts, you could choose some SAQ plus C, like 40-yard dash, and you could also do circuits. And then you could use our filter icon to kind of filter by gender, filter by group, or current maxes versus all-time PRs. So technically, the leaderboard in your school that is your all-time leaderboard going back into the 70s, it could be on TeamBuildr, and you could also run a leaderboard on a week-by-week or day-by-day basis. So that's pretty cool. And the leaderboard, lastly, can be shared with the share icon up here. You could share it out to anyone that you want to. Okay, and then working our way back down the menu, I'm going to go to the messaging tab, and this is where I can message all my athletes, I can message all my coaches. So this is kind of like both a personal messaging system and an announcement making system. And you can message position groups or calendars or groups in any kind of category that you have in TeamBuildr, which is really nice. And keep in mind that when you send messages, it will send out a push notification to the athletes. All right, and then lastly, we're going to finish with the ... option over here. This is basically where you can view the documents that you've uploaded to TeamBuildr. You can edit your account, you can edit your notifications, set your profile picture. So basically everything that you would expect to see in the settings bar. Now, a couple more things. I'm going to go back to the workout view and just show you what a workout would look like. So a questionnaire looks like this. They could choose a value for any of these questions and then save their questionnaire. And they kind of swipe to the right to see their workout. So here is a note for the workout. Here's the warm-up. And anytime they see a camera icon, it basically means that there's a video associated with this. So they could view the video right here in their app, which is pretty cool. All right, and then if they get to an exercise that's a lift, like this, if it's percentage based, it will tell them what weight to do. As you can see, it lists their max at the top left, and they can view their max. The video icon, again, is the video instructional, and then the green icon is the exercise history that shows them their exercise history for that lift. And this is basically like a workout journal to give them guidance on how they, what weight they chose, weight selection, rep selection on this exercise. Now, the yellow icon on the bottom right is also kind of a note-taking journal feature. And basically, this allows you to write a note in and say, getting stronger, but form is off. And when you write a note like that and save it, it basically aggregates in this journal area where athletes can scroll through all their past notes, and it encourages them to kind of keep track of their journaling and kind of what's going on in their Team Builder app and their kind of like workout journal narrative, so to speak. Okay, and then last thing here is if you see a workout that basically has a red icon. So if I go to weighted chin up and I see this little red icon on the bottom left, that means that basically I can opt out of this exercise, and I could choose that I opt out because I'm injured or prohibited or lack the equipment, or add another reason, and I could choose to substitute that exercise and then add some notes here for context. But basically we're just creating a paper trail for coaches and athletes so that everyone is kind of in the know as to why or why not they're doing exercises. And that stuff is all kind of documented for reporting purposes, okay? So that's kind of the app on Android from the coach perspective, very similar to the athlete perspective. And please keep an eye out here for future features that come out. We put out features every couple of weeks, so make sure you download those updates and stay up to date on the features that we release.